Hello everyone, Rosabel's here, and with the new chapter we have new materials here in Arknights. So I'm just going to cover some easy strats or trust farms that you can use to just get through them so that you can just farm these materials before the next event. I'm going to put up timestamps for the 2 stages. You can check them out if you want. And yeah, I'll be covering only the standard environment stages because honestly, we're not gonna be farming in the adverse. Let's be honest with ourselves. We're not farming in adverse environments. So standard environments, the strategies can be used a bit. I'll be honest, I haven't tested them in the adverse environments, but you can use this as inspiration and then just bring backups when you're doing adverse. So starting with 13.5, we've got these new fibrous things that, honest to God, just look like tentacles to me, so that's disturbing. This is going to be an AFK strat using only 3 ops. So the first one we're going to need is Mudrock, skill 2, and of course Typhon, skill 2, preferably both with masteries. If your Mudrock is level 90, I think you can do this with only Typhon and Mudrock. My Mudrock's level 60, she can't actually survive the onslaught. So I'm going to use Lynn's skill 1 as sort of a backup. You're going to see why as we go through this stage. So let's get started. Depending on how much your Mudrock costs, you may have to bring a Vanguard. As such, minus 35 DP, which is just enough time to put Mudrock in the proper spot. So 34, 35, Mudrock over here. She'll survive the initial hit on her own. And you just leave her there, so she'll attract all of the firepower and leave this slot open, which will be perfect for a Typhon. So she'll support Mudrock with damage. Don't forget to activate her skill. We'll need to activate it twice for the full effect. And finally, Typhon, Slyn over here, facing wherever. Her first skill is basically her AFK skill. So she'll do continuous damage and slow around this area, which will help stave off the onslaught on Mudrock so she can survive. And this is why, if you have a level 90 Mudrock, she will probably have enough defense and HP to survive on her own. Like the full onslaught of the enemies plus the missile cannon. But yeah, at this point, you're stable. Lynn won't get hurt because her barrier is enough to deflect all of the other damage from the drones and from these shooting guys down here. And you can just watch for the stage to end, which is what I'll do right now. And that's the clear.
Clean, decent. No one will ever find the remains.
I didn't even get the item. Sad. Okay. Moving on to our second item, which is in an admittedly quite a difficult stage. It's a cool looking item though. The aggregate cyclocene. Okay, that was a weird word, but whatever. This one, ha 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 ha. I honestly hate the stage. So we're going to use the stage mechanics against this. We're dealing with a lot of enemies that can respawn. And so we're going to take advantage of the fact that they put these bloodline altars like a bit off to the side. So what we're going to do is that we're going to kill everything here. It's not going to be an AFK strat, and I'm not confident in saying that it's an easy strat, but it works. We're going to need Texas to Omertosa, skill 2, Surtr, skill 3, Mlynar, skill 3, and Silverash, skill 3. All of them preferably with masteries. So here's how we're going to do it. Just like before, if your people are more expensive, you might want to bring a Vanguard just in case, but you should be fine even without it. We're going to first take care of these top 2 guys and then kill everything in this area. We don't want anything to get past this area because that's where the bloodline stuff comes up. So, start off by taking care of these 2 up here, one at a time. And don't forget these little things over here because we're not going to be destroying any altar in this strat. Surtr over here to block the enemy here and to kill this guy. So basically, if you don't understand the stage mechanics, when this charges up and fires, all of these blood crystal things will basically respawn the enemy. If you destroy the crystal before it fires, that enemy is completely dead. The problem is they have extremely high defense at this point, but Surtr should be able to take care of it for now. So just let Surtr take care of all of this and drop Mlynar in the process over here before you retreat her. Use Texas to get rid of this guy. They're all very weak to arts damage, so you should be able to kill them very easily. Don't forget the blood things. Alright. We'll wait for now before we drop Silverash because of these things. I like to wait until this fires, unless it's going to take too long. So that we can get rid of the crystal as well. Silver Daddy down here. We're gonna wait first on Mlynar until this enemy spawns down here. So this is a particularly annoying enemy. We have to kill them over here at this square. Don't let them get past this square because if we kill them any other place, this thing is going to revive them and then you're gonna have to do the whole debacle with this thing just so that it doesn't revive. And nobody wants to deal with that. So, when this guy spawns, that's when you activate Mlynar. The good news is that they're extremely squishy and they get distracted easily. So they'll be taking their time shooting at Mlynar while we kill them. Next, for these enemies, again, Texas to get rid of them. And she can probably get rid of one of the crystals, but not the other. The good news is that all of the crystals that die here respawn this way. So just drop Surtr facing down and she'll take care of this guy. And they won't respawn because they're in this area rather than over here. Again, this guy would idle over here, but wait for this one to appear and get on the square before you activate Surtr's skill. Basically, we're going to be rotating between Surtr, Silverash, and Mlynar to make sure everything dies in this area. Keep Surtr on because one more is gonna spawn down here. And just let her kill it. Alright, now we can get rid of her. Basically, Texas is going to take care of this whole lane. The good news is that the enemies spawn quite slow. Again, wait for this to shoot before you bring her down. I'm going to use Silverash for this guy. She can stop. Silverash also helps with the redeployment time. Alright. Again. Up here. Drop Surtr again, facing down. This is basically the whole pattern of the match. If this guy gets past Surtr, it's fine. He doesn't turn into any of the things, and there's no blood altar down there, so you can just drop Texas to get rid of him. And then just clear out the rest of these things. So if you're like me and you got a bit unlucky, either wait for Mlynar Skiller for any of them to respawn and then just take care of them.
I'm fully prepared. Still haunts my mind.
And that's it. It's a bit complicated. Honestly, I hate it, but it works. And if it works, we're happy with it. So 4 ops, a bit hard, but you know, it'll get you through. So that's it for me. Have fun farming the new mats, unless you're farming the old ones, but whatever. Hope you guys are having fun with this stage and set of chapters. I'm not. I hate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!